every series has a start. Some series have a start that's rougher than others. Say, Pokemon Red and Blue. Those games started they started the largest media franchise of all time, but they aren't very good. Some games have it pretty easy from the start. Super Mario Bros. Is a great game, and it's always been viewed as such. Though, to be fair, so did Pokemon Red and Blue. And then there are those games that get it perfect on the first try, and then don't get properly recognized for like 10 years. That is what we're starting with today. It is not often that I immediately say, listen to this music on just the title screen of a game. But, I mean, listen to this music. Hello Internet, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. It's just going to be called Xenoblade Chronicles because Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is a title that makes me want to tear my eyes out, because those words don't need to be there. This Let's Play is something that I have actually tried to record in the past, and I failed. I failed very badly. It's not new for me to say that, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is genuinely my favorite game of all time. It is a game that I don't think I could ever get really bored of. And I can't really say the same goes for the sequel. Or the prequel, rather. The original, rather. I'll say rather over and over again. But I do love Xenoblade Chronicles, Definitive Edition specifically, because they fixed a lot of my grievances with the original. However, I don't love the game's gameplay and battle system, which is what really held me back on my first playthrough, because I don't want to play on casual mode, is what I told myself. Because then the game is extremely easy and then all the funny Xenoblade fans make fun of you. But I love this game for its story, for its music, for its characters, for everything other than its battle system, really. So this Let's Play will be on casual mode. Unfortunately, I will get made fun of for it, but I hope if you haven't played the game, I can introduce you to it and maybe get you to play it for yourself before you get spoiled by, like, episode 20, because we're going to be on casual mode and we'll probably be, like, a quarter of the way through the game by then. And if you're a veteran of the series, I mean, I hope you understand why I'm playing on casual mode, and I hope I can share what means so much to me about this game with you, when maybe you'll agree. I don't know. If you have played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on your Nintendo Switch, you will get 100,000 G before starting the game. I'm going to take it because this really is not that much, despite what it looks like. But it's up to you. You won't be able to collect it if you don't accept it there, though.
Long ago, the world was nothing more than an endless sea, cloaked in a boundless sky, reaching as far as could possibly be imagined. Then two great titans came into existence. The Bionis and the Mechonis. The Titans were locked in a timeless battle. Until at last, only their lifeless corpses remained. Eons have passed. Now, our world, this vast land stretching across the remains of the Bionis, is under attack from a relentless force known as the Mechon.
Retreat! Retreat! Ah! Ah! Get away from me! Retreat! No retreat! The Mechon's unknown! No! No!
They're advancing down our weak right flank. For a bunch of soulless machines, they seem to know a thing or two. But we'll see.
Young man, we've been given the order to retreat. We're pulling back the line to Colony 6. That's where we'll set up the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any more time spent hanging around here, and we're done for.
Count me in. We gotta get out of here.
Or we can stay and fight.
What?
We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies. We have the Monado. With this, the future is ours for the taking.
Stupid beast. Your body can't take any more of the Monado. I can tell by just looking at you.
Getting short-sighted in your old age, Dixon. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm still in control.
I should have known I couldn't talk sense into a beast. Let's do this. I'm going with you. You'll need someone to drag your corpse on.
As long as you think you've still got the strength in you, old man.
Boy, you two. We've been ordered to pull back. I'm leaving.
Well, I say you're coming with us. What would we do without those?
The enemy's second wave! It's approaching!
It's now or never, Dunban. Let's show them what we've got. We'll give them a warm Hom's welcome.
Acknowledged.
Yeah! Ha! What are they trying to prove? I'm not throwing my life away. No point dying in some godforsaken field. Nothing for it. I'll have to use Dunban as a decoy. Yeah, that should give me time to escape.
Press L or R to target a monster. Target an enemy to display the battle palette. Select the fight icon and press A to start the battle. Isn't that just the strongest opening in the world? Auto attacks are attacks that go off automatically. You can attack while you're moving, or you can just stand still and attack. You attack slightly faster while you're standing still. You can select arts with the left and right buttons, or the D-pad if you're on a controller, and press A to confirm. You cannot use an art if you are out of range or if the conditions for using it aren't met. You can select 2 different arts right now. We can select Monado Enchant, which will allow our party members to damage the Mechon, because they can't with their weapons naturally. And we have Monado Buster, which will do a ton of damage to a Mechon. If I can activate that as I'm saying it, it would be much more effective. But I love that opening sequence so much. Like, it does everything it needs to do. It introduces you to the concept of the world, like, it's just 2 big titans. It introduces you to the conflict going on in the world, which is the inhabitants of both titans fighting. And it introduces you to who are presumably our main characters, Dunban, Dixon, and Mumkar. I don't know if it's supposed to be a secret that those are their names. I think it only said Dunban and Dixon. That's Mumkar. I don't know if it even said them, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not that bad of a spoiler. Dunban is the traditional fighter character, so he does a lot of damage using the Monado. Dixon is kind of the same at the moment. I believe he has a healing art, but I don't know if he can actually use it right now. And Mumkar is a tank. He is going to have the aggro the majority of the time. Aggro is determined by what enemy has hit the opponent the most, as well as done the most damage. Which is why Dunban will occasionally get aggro as well. You know what character has the aggro by the red ring surrounding them, and you know what enemy is aggroed on by the arrow.
You've gotta be kidding!
It's their main force. Looks like the Mechon are hell-bent on taking us out. They'll have to be if they want to beat us. Now, let's even the odds a bit. You heard him. Dixon, Mumkar, let's do this! Ah! Dunban! I ain't going down that easily. Dunban! You alright? What does it look like? I'm still good to go. Guess even a hero's gotta reach his limit eventually.
Mumkar! What are you doing? That way is...
Sorry, brothers. Hate to drop this on you, but it's the Monado they're after. So have fun keeping them occupied for me. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Mumkar, you dirty...
Now, don't worry. I'll organize your funerals. Well, see you, boys.
Wait!
Huh? If this is a joke, it ain't funny. Looks like this is it. At least we know our luck can't get any worse from here. Dunban?
Dixon, take care of the survivors.
Dunban, what are you playing at?
Those idiots. I'll just come and get the Monado when everything's quieted down a bit. That thing's gonna be mine! Oh no, please! No!
Vile Mechon. If you think the Homs, the people of Bionis, are just waiting here for you to pick us off, you are sorely mistaken.
A Mechon M71. I bet I can use its optical system to align one of the anti-air batteries. Oh, no good. It's broken. The joint section. It's buckled. It's completely useless. Ugh. Huh? An M69! Its armor would be perfect for making a shield. If I can just get it off, I should be able to... Shulk! Rhine! It's not a Mechon. It's just a Crabble. It was using the Mechon armor as a shell.
I'll lure it away and topple it. When it's down, use your arts to finish it off.
Meet our actual main character, Shulk. When the HP gauge is depleted, the character will be incapacitated. You can select, obviously you can select arts in the same way, however we do not have the same arts anymore. Shulk has Backslash, which does more damage when used from behind, and Light Heal, which restores a small amount of HP to his ally Rhine, or himself. You can select who will be healed after you select the art using up and down on the D-pad. Shulk is our actual main character, if you couldn't tell by the fact that he's the one in Super Smash Bros. Outside of just his own Final Smash. So now that we have our talent art, we want to use that to inflict break on the enemy. Rhine. Then Rhine can inflict topple using his art while down. The talent art is unique to a driver. I'm calling them drivers already. This is going to be a theme throughout the series because I'm just stuck on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Talent arts are unique to each character and they have a unique effect. Shulk's is Turn Strike, which just inflicts break and does more damage than Backslash or his auto attack. That's all there is to it. Defeating an enemy will usually give you a treasure chest. In fact, I believe it always will. As you can see right here, we have an iron Crabble shell and a small shell. These are materials. They can be used for trading and crafting later in the game, but this isn't going to be going for 100%. So, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't even skip the tutorial. Luckily, there is a back button in this game. Aggro is the measure of a monster's feelings of animosity towards a party member. I already went over aggro. Chance arts are arts that will have a bonus effect when used in a position that you're currently in. This is new to Definitive Edition. If you're behind an enemy, Backslash will have that blue exclamation mark on it. Aggro rings help find the best position. So, say they're facing Rhine, then we would want to be in the opposite direction of Rhine. I don't know why they're targeting Shulk, but they aren't anymore. You do have to be in range to use arts. So as you can see, I wasn't quite in range to use Turn Strike for a bit there.
Thanks, Ryan. That was a close one.
Man, what were you doing wandering off by yourself? Stay where I can keep an eye on you. It's pretty dangerous outside of the colony. There are all kinds of monsters.
Yeah, but thanks to you, we got its shell. Everyone in the colony's gonna be really happy.
I'm more worried about you than the shell. Oh, whatever. Knowing what you're like, at least you'll make a decent weapon out of it. This scrap driver's excellent.
I just learned by watching Dixon make weapons.
Of course, Dunban's weapon still beats them all.
The Monado. I hope I can figure out the secret of his power one day.
You will, Shulk. Anyway, we better get back to the colony. If I'm late for drills again, old Square Tash is gonna kill me.
Square Tash? Oh, the Defense Force Colonel. He's pretty scary.
Tell me about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean for you to come all the way out here during your break.
Don't worry about it. Let's get back.
There is a dotted path on the map that will allow you to see where you need to go for your next story objective. There is also an autosave, which I will be disabling if I can remember, and you can review tutorials anytime. There's also an event theater, so you can rewatch any cutscenes you missed. However, you can only watch from there from the title screen. As you can see, we have a story memo that tells us what last happened in the story, which is actually extremely helpful because I tend to forget things like that a lot. There are a lot of enemies like little bunnets and flyers along this little area on our way to Colony 9. I honestly don't recommend fighting all of these. There's no real reason to. They're just incredibly easy to defeat, and the experience you'll gain from them could easily be gained through other means later anyway. So, yeah, you're not missing out on much by not fighting them. You can get some new arts earlier, though. What I want to do, though, is go into game settings. I'm going to turn on casual mode. Make fun of me all you want, but I'm in this Let's Play for the story. Yup. As I already said, this is not going to be going for 100%. I just want to show the story, because that's what I care about in this game. As well as, like, some exploring. As you can see here, we have the Collectopedia. If you collect every little collectible item off the ground in an area, you can add it to your Collectopedia and get some pretty good rewards. I might be doing this. If I do the Collectopedia, it will most likely be off-screen for the most part, because, again, this is for the story. Now that casual mode is on, we really are not threatened by anything. We could probably take on the final boss right now. But as you can see, we didn't even have a chance art. That backslash did like half its health. So, yeah, we're gonna have a really easy time now. Going over our main characters that we have in the party right now, we have Shulk. Shulk is a glass cannon that can do a ton of damage, and Rhine. Rhine is a tank that can also do a ton of damage. However, right now he can't really do a ton of damage. He is just a dedicated tank. And, yeah, he's probably going to be remaining a tank throughout the entire game. Even if we don't have trouble with enemies thanks to casual mode, there are still specific builds I'm going to want to use on each character, and Rhine is a tank. I tend to do that in games where I just keep characters' builds to what they are as the default, like in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Rex can be a good, like, healer, he can be a good tank, or he can be a good attacker. But since the game starts him as an attacker visually, even though he's a defender in the game's code, I always keep him as an attacker.
Here we are. I better stop in at HQ. You off to the weapon development lab?
Yeah, when I've sold any parts I can't use.
All right. See you later.
Welcome to Colony 9. There are shops here where you can sell and buy things. You can also accept side quests, which I will not be doing very much of in this Let's Play, and trading. If you're playing this game normally without casual mode, you should accept every side quest you come across, because even if you aren't going to finish all of them, there are a lot of them that you will either already have finished because they're just collecting items, which you can already have, or they're going to be things that you can easily complete on your way to your next objective. I'm not going to be getting these for the most part because I don't want to be distracted. I might do some side quests, but, like, for the most part, I don't have plans to. Colony 9 has a lot of very easy side quests, though, so this would definitely be the first place where you'd want to get all of them.
Oh, hi.
Nothing to report. How did I sound? Like I was being alert and cool at the same time? I'm not just standing here to look pretty, you know, I'm helping out. Not like my brother, he never does anything worthwhile. Okay. You can also, if I don't open the skip track, you can trade with characters. So you basically select the item you want, and then you select item of equal or greater value. For us, a dance apple is apparently... wait, do I have this wrong? Is a dance apple more valuable than a Regnus gear? It is! Okay, well, that wasn't exactly what I wanted to show, but... Okay. I keep opening the skip travel menu because I'm not given enough time to reopen like the dialogue options. Let's say I want a small shell. Then how much is that worth? 100. So if we sell a strong dandelion...
Great.
You're letting me have this? I feel bad taking it from you. Here, take this. She will give us a giant hornet as well. If you overtrade, you will get secondary rewards, and that is good to know because there are certain items you can only get through doing that. Again, not gonna matter to me because I am not 100%ing this game.
Well.
Here at the Aetherlight, at this shop, we can buy defense knives, which are items that Shulk definitely cannot use, but I would like to buy a pair. A rusty garter, iron pike, or acrylic driver. Looking at the stats, this one is very good for attacking. Drivers are Rhein's weapons, not Reich's. This looks like it would be the best for tanking, though. So I will get the rusty garter. We can also buy various different armors here. We can buy a prototype helm. I just want to buy 2 of each of the 9 items. We're really putting our Xenoblade 2 money to good use. And you can also buy books. These allow you to learn further levels of arts. We can already buy the backslash one and the wild down one, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But some of these arts we don't even have access up to yet, so I'm not going to bother buying them. And then after you buy things like that, you can go to change equipment and change your equipment. I could put the Regnus gear on Shulk, but I'm probably going to save that for Rhine, actually. So I didn't need to get another 9 cap, but that's fine. You can also see we have little slots here. We can't do anything with this yet. We will be able to later. And... yeah, I mean, Shulk is blue now. That's it. That's his attack. With that, I think we're going to end off. We learned what this world is. which is surprisingly, that is a lot to get done in an episode of Xenoblade Chronicles. We've geared up Shulk. We met Shulk and Rhine and Dunban and Dixon and Mumkar died, supposedly. So... I mean, yeah, that's pretty eventful. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we are going to be going to the weapon development lab and, well, in the military district to see what we can do there. See you guys then.